If Hans Rosling were to explain the real reason Warren Buffett became a billionaire, he would not start with luck or mere talent. He would begin with data, perspective, and time, the three forces that define success in the real world. Rosling would remind us that people often misunderstand wealth, thinking it's built on secrets, shortcuts, or privilege. But when we analyze Buffett's story through the lens of evidence and long-term trends, we see a much more grounded truth: compounding, consistency, and rational optimism. Warren Buffett started investing when he was just 11. That small decision set off a chain reaction that compounded for over 7 decades. Rosling would show us on his famous bubble charts how most people's wealth stays flat for years before it suddenly accelerates, not because of luck, but because of patience. Buffett's fortune is not a miracle. It's mathematics multiplied by discipline. It's what happens when you let time do the heavy lifting instead of emotion. Rosling would highlight how our minds often misread the world. We see the billionaire at the end of the curve, but we ignore the thousands of hours, years, and small daily habits that shape that curve. If you zoom out, like Hans loved to do, you see the broader trend. Buffett didn't chase trends, he trusted data. He didn't panic during crashes. He understood that growth and decline are natural parts of progress. His decisions were guided by numbers and reason, not fear or hype. In that way, Buffett and Rosling shared the same philosophy, the belief that truth lies in evidence, not emotion. Hans would probably display a graph comparing emotional investors to rational ones. The emotional curve spikes and crashes, but Buffett's line stays steady, rising quietly over decades. The lesson: wealth and wisdom are both exponential. They grow only if you give them time and understanding. The real reason Warren Buffett is a billionaire isn't because he had extraordinary intelligence, but because he mastered an extraordinary mindset. He saw money as a tool for measurement, not for validation. He believed in the slow power of compounding, just as Rosling believed in the slow progress of humanity. Both men trusted data over drama. Both proved that patience and perspective change everything. In the end, Hans Rosling would conclude with one of his signature smiles and say, "If you want to understand success, stop looking at where people are today. Look at how long they've been moving in the same direction." That's the story behind Warren Buffett's billions. Not luck, not shortcuts, but the quiet, mathematical beauty of time, trust, and consistent action.